everyone, Nut Free Mama here. Welcome to my 100th video. Today I'm going to show you how to make chocolate Wowbutter Brookie pie. Okay, that was fun. I'm going to be sweeping up confetti for the rest of my life, but it really was fun. And really, guys, I just really want to thank you all for the love and support you've shown me this past year, and I couldn't do it without you, and I couldn't do it without Wowbutter. I really appreciate everything they've done for me. So I hope you enjoy this video. Let's start off with our ingredients. We are going to need a refrigerated, or I got a frozen pie crust. I just set it in the refrigerator last night, so you just want to get it out now so it can be more at room temperature when you're ready to put it into the oven. So for the cookie layer, because I'm sure you got the Brookie, is brownie and cookie. So we need 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 cup of butter softened, which is 1 stick, 1/2 cup of packed light brown sugar, 1/2 cup of the granulated white sugar, 1/2 cup of Wowbutter, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 egg, and 1/2 cup of milk chocolate chips. So that is for the cookie layer. Now for the brownie layer, we need another 1/2 cup of butter, which is 1 stick, 1/2 cup of milk chocolate chips, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 2/3 cup flour, and then another 1/2 cup of the Wowbutter. So there are a lot of ingredients, but mostly it's everything that you have laying around in your kitchen. So go ahead and preheat your oven to 350, and if you haven't got your pie crust out, go ahead and do that. Okay, so next we are going to go ahead and work on the brownie layer. You want to take your 1/2 cup of Wowbutter, your 1/2 cup of milk chocolate chips, and your stick of butter, and go ahead and pop those in the microwave for 30-second increments until they're all well melted and blended together. You just don't want them to burn. Okay, that looks good, and it didn't take very long, maybe about 35 seconds total. Okay, so next in another bowl, just go ahead and set that one to the side, and in another bowl we are going to whisk our 2 eggs, teaspoon of vanilla, 1 cup of sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt until they are well combined with your whisk. Okay, that looks good. Next we are going to just go ahead and take our Wowbutter, butter, chocolate chip mixture, and combine that and just whisk it all well in there until it's well combined. Okay, next we are going to whisk in our 2/3 cup flour. Okay, that looks good, so we can just set that aside, and we are going to get a small bowl. Sorry guys, this is going to take a lot of bowls. And we are going to start the cookie layer. But we're going to do 1 1/4 cup of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Just go ahead and whisk all those dry ingredients until they're combined. Okay, that looks good, so you can go ahead and set that one aside as well. And then in another bowl, we're going to mix your 1/2 cup of butter, your 1/2 cup of brown sugar, your 1/2 cup of granulated sugar until those are nice and fluffy, light and fluffy. It should be about 3 minutes, and you want to go ahead and do that with an electric mixer. Okay, that looks good. Next we want to go ahead and add in our 1/2 cup of Wowbutter and just go ahead and mix that until it's well combined. Okay, next we are going to beat in our egg, and then we are going to beat in our teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, that looks good. So we are going to gradually beat in our flour just a little at a time until it's well combined. Okay, that is nice and combined. I went ahead and just did the end of mine with a spoon because you really want to make sure all that wet and dry are well incorporated. So next we're just going to stir in our 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. Okay, so next get your pie crust ready. If you are using the refrigerated pie crust, just get a deep dish pie pan and, put it in there, crimp the edges, and then we're just going to pour our brownie mix into our pie crust. Okay, that is ready. My pie crust did break a little bit right there on the edge, but I think it will be fine. So next we're going to take our cookie batter and just drop it by spoonfuls onto the brownie batter. Okay, as you can see, that cookie dough is really loaded on there, so I don't know. I used it all. So we're going to go ahead and put that in the oven for 40 minutes, and then at 20 minutes you want to go ahead and turn it. So I put mine on a cookie sheet, so I can just take my cookie sheet out and turn it. So let's go ahead and get that in. Okay, this is halfway done, so I went ahead and just turned my pan so it's facing the other way, just so it is evenly cooked. And you can see the brownie is starting to bubble. The cookies are all coming together. It just looks really good. Okay, that just got out of the oven, and it looks and smells delicious, but it is very hot. So we are going to go ahead and let that cool maybe about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, that has cooled off enough, so now we are going to take some to taste tester to have a little taste. And I just put some vanilla ice cream on top because, hello, that just makes it even better. Okay, taste tester, have a little taste.
Okay. Yum. Yummy.
Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, everyone, come back and see us again. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And we'll see you on our next video. Thanks for making us have an awesome 100th video. Bye!